Hello, how are you all? I hope you're doing well by the grace of God Almighty. Thank you for watching Ninja Cartoons. This episode is sent by Sir Robinson from Germany, received by Leo from Singapore, who has created this episode for all of you. I, as the founder of Ninja Productions, would like to express my gratitude to Sir Robinson for providing this very informative episode, and also to Leo for preparing 21 pages of paperwork for this episode. He wrote the entire script while sitting with Sir, listening as he explained everything in detail. Now, let's dive into today's story. In this episode, we'll discuss an important topic that many people in our families and society struggle with: living in a fantasy world. Many people constantly fantasize and dwell in their memories, and these individuals often remain unaware of how their daydreaming habits negatively impact their present lives. They dream during the day, but they don't realize that this constant habit of daydreaming can weaken them mentally and cause stress. These people may seem physically present, but their minds are elsewhere, living in an imaginary world of their own making. If you find yourself caught up in this habit, it's important to break free from it, as it can drain your mental energy and strength. While it's okay to dream, you must also put in the effort to work toward your goals. If all you do is daydream and don't take any action, you'll eventually fall into mental distress. It's not a bad thing to dream, but remember, dreams should be followed by action. Now, let's start this video and see what happens as we explore this topic together.
You see me now and think I'm successful. You hear my name and say, "Wow, he made it." But you don't know my story. You don't know where I come from. We were so poor, that my mother had to keep me hungry for 3 days straight. Not because she wanted to, but because she was too weak herself to feed me. Her body didn't produce milk. I would cry myself to sleep, not knowing what food even tasted like. I didn't grow up with toys, I grew up with pain. But look at me now. The world knows my name. Do you know why? Because while others were sleeping peacefully at night, I was awake, thinking, planning, dreaming. I didn't just dream during the day, I stayed awake at night figuring out how to make those dreams real. I did every job you can imagine. I sold chips on the roadside. I polished people's shoes in the rain. I sold bus tickets shouting at bus stops. I worked as a laborer, carrying cement sacks heavier than my own body. I cleaned gutters. I washed cars. I did all of it, not because I was helpless, but because I was hungry for a future that no one could see but me. I stayed hungry for 5 days sometimes, no food, no money, just willpower. People laughed at me. They called me crazy. But I never cared. You know why? Because I never gave value to money, I gave value to people. I respected every person I met. I learned from every failure. That's what built me. Today, people stand in line just to hear me speak. They pay for my seminars. They follow my story. But none of this happened overnight. It was years of rejection, pain, hunger, and madness. I had a fire in me. I could stay awake for 10 days straight without sleeping, because the power of my dream was bigger than the weight of my pain. That's why I'm here. And now, I invite you to my next lecture. It's going to be on Forest Road. Tickets are selling fast, and I want you there. Not to hear a story, but to start writing your own.
Jack, I seriously don't understand when you got into all this stuff. Today, you made me waste my money too, listening to a man who made absolutely no sense. He was saying things that had no head or tail. Why are you so annoyed? If you don't like it, don't come. I have big dreams and I want to achieve something. These seminars give me serious motivation. Even if I have to buy a ticket, I don't mind. Jack, look, if you want motivation, why don't you just follow the path of God? Your life will automatically become straight and peaceful. But no, you prefer fairy tales like, I was hungry for 5 days but lifted cement sacks. Really? Does that even make sense to you? Your problem is, you're too busy watching movies, scrolling Facebook, and listening to songs. You don't understand ambition. I want to make my dad proud. I will do anything to reach my goals, even if that means attending Sir seminars. Look, I'm not saying all motivational speakers are the same, but some of them say things that just don't make logical sense at all. And honestly, if someone truly wants deep motivation, God has already given everything in detail. Why not take inspiration from that? Actually, your problem is, you don't enjoy being around educated and visionary people. You just want to live your whole life inside a box. But I can't live like that. I have big dreams, way bigger than you can imagine. Jealous? Seriously? I'm not saying his whole life was fake, but some things he said were beyond logic. Like carrying cement bags while starving for 5 days. How would you even have the energy for that? I'm just pointing out what a normal thinking person can't digest. Maybe it's not meant for normal thinkers then. Maybe only people with vision get it. I'm motivated, and that's all that matters. Whether it makes sense to you or not, I got what I needed. Seriously. I had no idea my friend could have such a low-level mindset. He actually called those inspiring stories fake. Can you believe that? He must not trust his own potential, that's the problem. But me? I've got full faith in myself. Every time I listen to those lectures, I feel like I could build an airplane in a month. Sometimes after the session, I get this crazy feeling like I could pull a train with just one finger. That's how pumped I get. And my friend? He just talks big but never reflects on himself. He points fingers at others, but never looks in the mirror. Anyway, I'm definitely going to the next seminar. I need that fire again. More motivation, more vision. Let's go. Mom, what do you think about this car? Can you believe I bought it for $500,000? It's absolutely incredible, brand new model with features you can't even imagine.
This is amazing. I've never seen a car like this in my entire life. I'm really impressed, my son.
Next month, I'm buying a bungalow in School Town. It's gonna be our new home. We'll all move there together. It's a beautiful area, peaceful and modern.
Yes, I love that area, my son. I'm so proud of you.
Mister, do you know the boss has asked for you twice already? He called you, but you didn't show up. Didn't you hear his voice? What kind of deep thoughts are you lost in that you didn't go to his office?
I wasn't lost in any thoughts. I actually heard him. I was just about to go. I already know what he wants to talk about. It's regarding tomorrow's presentation. He needs some info from me.
When the boss calls you once, you should respond the first time. You're always sitting here like you're floating in another world. Anyway, please go now and meet him. Don't keep him waiting any longer.
Okay. All right, I'm going now.
Jack, do you even realize I called you twice and you didn't show up? I don't know what kind of daydreaming you get lost in during office hours. I always have to call you 3 or 4 times, and you're still lost in your own thoughts like you're in some fantasy world.
Sir, I actually did hear your voice. But you know, when I'm working on the system, it takes time to shut things down properly. I was just finishing up transferring the files to your system. That's why I took a little longer.
I'm not even talking about the files. I wanted to ask you about the business delegation that visited us 3 days ago. You remember the meeting we had with them, right? We had noted some very important points.
Yes, sir. I noted down all the points from that meeting. I've already created the file for it, and I'll share it with you right away.
All right, good. Go ahead and send it to me now.
Okay, sir. All right, I'll send it over immediately. This boss seems like he's half out of his mind. All he needs is a chance to yell at me. There's not a single task I've ever left pending in this office. I always complete everything on time. Of course I'm going to work hard. I've got big dreams, and I want to become someone important one day. My motivational surname is well known around the world now. That didn't happen overnight, he earned it with hard work. But still, boss keeps looking for excuses just to lecture me. That's all he ever wants.
Please, one selfie, sir. Sign here, please. You're my inspiration. Will you marry me? Please say yes.
Calm down, one by one. How does it feel to be the world's #1 celebrity? It's just the beginning.
Sir, I waited 6 hours to see you.
Anything for my fans.
It's been 5 days since I told you your father isn't well. You were supposed to take him to the doctor. Last month his checkup didn't happen, and now this month is also delayed. I called you twice from the kitchen, but you were too busy watching TV.
Tell me something, Mom. I get 1 day off in a whole week. If I spend that too doing house chores, will that make you happy? If Dad's not well, why can't you take him to the doctor too? Why does everything fall on me?
You only have one job, and you do it well, daydreaming all day long. My son, keep living in your fantasy world. Have you ever thought about real life?
Fine, I get it. The lecture has started again. I'll take Dad to the doctor, all right? Otherwise, you'll never stop talking. Ever. Seriously. My mom's only job seems to be criticizing me every single time. She always says I live in a dream world. But what's wrong with dreaming during the day? I will dream like the respected sir I admire. And stay up at night planning how to make those dreams real. This world is cruel. It can't tolerate anyone who dares to dream big.
Good morning, everyone. I'm James Carter, your new CEO, and I'm excited to lead this amazing team into a stronger 2023. We've introduced new policies this year focusing on flexibility, productivity, and employee well-being, including hybrid work options and monthly performance bonuses. Every department will receive the new policy handbook by the end of the day, and I encourage you all to go through it carefully. I'd love to speak more, but I have limited time as I need to leave for the head office shortly. Let's work together, stay focused, and make 2023 our most successful year yet. Thank you, everyone.
Hello everyone, I am your new CEO. It's an honor to lead this incredible company into a bold future. Our new project is launching next month, a revolutionary app that will change the way people connect across the globe. Oscar, you? What are you doing here? Weren't you the one who always mocked me? Jack, I came to say sorry. I never believed in you. But now, you've truly become someone great. It wasn't easy, but I never stopped dreaming. That's what brought me here today. You inspire me now. I hope you'll forgive me someday.
Hello, mister. Where exactly is your attention? I'm discussing important new policies, and while you're looking at me, your mind is clearly elsewhere.
No, sir, it's nothing like that. I'm listening to you very carefully. Everything you're saying.
Really? If you're paying that much attention, then tell me, what was the last policy I just announced?
You said, in 2023, we will work more successfully and introduce new policies.
I've said a lot more than that in the last 30 minutes. You may be sitting here physically, but mentally, you're completely checked out.
Sir, I understand. I'll try to stay more focused. It won't happen again.
I don't like publicly insulting my team, but make sure you're mentally present in every meeting. This is not a classroom, it's a company.
Yes, sir. I apologize. I'll stay fully alert and focused from now on.
What kind of people have you hired here? Do you have any idea how insulted I felt today? I took a long flight to get here just to deliver this message, and your staff, God knows what dreams they're lost in. That boy was staring at me but clearly daydreaming. What is going on? Sir, I am really sorry. I honestly had no idea this was happening. It's definitely his mistake. He should have been paying attention. Look, professionalism means when someone's speaking, especially someone in my position, you listen with full focus. If that doesn't happen, it's disrespectful. And if someone's not listening, you can't help but feel insulted. You handle that boy yourself. If he can't perform, fire him. Understood, sir. I'll talk to him directly and handle it exactly as you've instructed. Good. We don't need distracted people here. We need commitment, discipline, and respect. Jack, I've already given you 3 warnings, but you just can't change your habits. I don't know why you live in a fantasy world. Do you even care what's happening in your real life? You're always lost in dreams in your eyes, but no action in reality. Today, I'm officially terminating your job. You're fired.
Fine, sir. If you want to fire me, go ahead. I'm not desperate to work here anyway.
Look at your attitude. You didn't even ask for a warning or a second chance. I just told you, and you instantly told me to fire you? No respect at all.
Yes, because if you people want to fire me, do it. There's no space for a visionary like me among small-minded people. I'm not made for small companies. I'm meant for something bigger. Maybe this job will go today, but who knows? Someday I might buy this company. And the same CEO you're listening to today, I might offer him a cleaner's job in the future.
Get out! Just leave right now. And stop with this nonsense. I'm officially terminating you, today.
I wasn't born for these small, meaningless jobs. I was born for something big, something extraordinary. Even the great speakers I admire. They also went through tragedies. They were rejected, they were fired too, but they never gave up. I might have to do all kinds of work to survive, but I'll do it. Because the dreams I see during the day, I'm going to make them real. I won't step back. I'll move forward, no matter how hard the road gets. My story has just begun. And one day, they'll speak my name with respect.
Miss World, you've just been crowned the most beautiful woman on earth. Do you realize how breathtaking you are? Thank you. It still feels like a dream. But beauty means nothing without kindness, and I'm grateful for this honor. Madam, now that you've conquered the world, when are you planning to settle down? Any wedding bells soon? Soon, maybe. I've been waiting for the right man. Someone successful and truly handsome. Jack, you know, I've been searching for someone just like you. Successful, focused, and charming. Will you marry me?
Me? Why you mean me? This is unbelievable. Yes. Yes, of course.
Jack, I heard you left your job. Can you explain why? It was a great company. They were paying you a solid salary. What were you thinking?
I didn't leave, Dad. They fired me. Again. So yeah, another chapter closed.
And they also found out the reason why they let you go. Aren't you ashamed? You're never focused on your present. Always lost in fantasies and daydreams.
So what if I dream? Is it wrong to dream? Every person has the right to dream, Dad.
Dreaming is not the problem. The problem is you have no direction. One day you want to be a big businessman, the next you want to be a celebrity, and then suddenly you're talking about joining the film industry. Have you ever once focused on what you're actually doing with your life right now? The scriptures says in Proverbs 21:5, the plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. God gave us the pattern, Jack. Success starts with a clear goal, a path, and discipline.
Sounds like your doctor prescribed you some new medicine that's increasing the length of your lectures too.
Don't joke your way out of failure. I want you to rise, not hide behind excuses. Start thinking like a man who owns his future, not one who keeps running from it.
God, my son lives in a world of fantasies. He spends his days lost in dreams, imagining things that don't exist. He avoids people, skips gatherings, and chooses to stay in isolation. He doesn't want to face reality, he doesn't want to engage with the world. His heart is full of thoughts and illusions, but his actions are empty. God, he needs your direction. Please guide him. Pull him out of this imaginary world and show him the path that leads to real purpose. He had a good job, God, a decent opportunity to build his future, but he lost it because he couldn't focus. He's always thinking about the future, dreaming about success, yet he does nothing in the present. His performance is zero. He keeps fantasizing, talking to himself, and chasing shadows. I fear he's slipping further and further away from reality. God, only you can reach into his heart and bring him back. Give him a wake-up call, a breakthrough, something that shakes him awake. Lord, I know you have plans for him. You created him with a purpose. But he has no clear goals. Every time he likes something, he just starts dreaming about it without any effort. He has no plan, no discipline, no structure. Please God, help him settle his heart. Calm his mind. Give him the strength to take practical steps. Help him build, grow, and become the man you want him to be. I surrender him into your hands. Amen.
Hey Jack, it's been a while. I haven't seen you in days. I actually came over to share some good news with you. Oh really? What kind of good news? I've finally completed my master's degree in political science. Now I'm preparing for the public administration special exams. My papers are coming up in a few days. That's great, man. Congrats. I'm happy for you. Thanks. But honestly, I'm more worried about you, Jack. It doesn't feel right seeing you sitting around for weeks. You lost your job too. I know that must have been tough. Look bro, I'm not here to lecture you, but I really want to say this. Stop daydreaming all day. Set a goal. Whatever you truly want to achieve, start working for it now. Don't waste more time. There are hundreds of so-called speakers online, but not all of them speak sense. The real ones always say one thing: set your goal, work for it, and focus. That's what I'm telling you too. Just do something real with your life. Alright man, that's enough. Save the lecture. Go and prepare for your public administration exam instead. I don't need an inspirational speaker right now.
Do you know? Our son's friend, the one who studied with him, has topped the exam. He's about to become a high-ranking officer now.
Yes, I heard that too. It made me really happy. But at the same time, it breaks my heart to look at our own son.
He has no job, nothing to do. He just sits at home all day, wasting time. Always with earphones plugged in, watching videos like he has no purpose in life.
I feel so helpless. He's completely disconnected from reality. All he does is dream and fantasize, avoiding people, avoiding work, avoiding life.
I've explained to him so many times. Again and again. I've told him to focus on his present life. But no, he keeps saying, I'm not made for small things. I'm meant for greatness.
And those so-called motivational speakers he listens to? They never tell him that to become great, you need to work hard in the present and build your foundation first.
Exactly. Our son just lives in his imaginary world. And because of that, he's ruined his reality. No goals. No action. Just empty dreams.
You know, it's kind of ironic. When I had a job, I always had money in my pocket. I didn't have to depend on anyone. But now, whenever I need money, I have to ask my mom or dad. I never dreamed I'd be in a position where I'd have to ask my parents for money. My friend is about to become a top officer, and here I am, just sitting at home, dreaming in the middle of the day. Doing nothing. No work. No opportunities. The speaker I listen to always says he stayed hungry for 5 days to build himself. I can't even survive 5 hours without getting frustrated. What am I even doing? Should I talk to Mom about this? No, not Dad. He's already angry with me. Yeah, I'll talk to Mom. Maybe she'll understand. Mom, I want to talk to you about something. But please, don't tell Dad. He'll get angry without even listening. I've already applied for jobs at so many places, but I haven't gotten any response. Nothing is working. I'm really stressed out, Mom. My pocket stays empty. I used to earn my own money. Now I have to ask for it. My friend is becoming a big officer. And I'm just sitting here, lost. I don't know what to do anymore.
Oh yes, you should keep watching dreams in the daytime. Because you're great at it. Dream on. Keep living in your fantasies. Keep wandering in your thoughts. But don't do anything practical. Don't care about your real life.
Please don't taunt me, Mom. You have no idea how badly I'm feeling. I'm completely broke. I'm exhausted mentally and emotionally. Please, just tell me what I should do.
You know, it's not just now. It's been a long time. Your father, me, even your friends tried to make you understand. Dreaming isn't wrong. Every person dreams of becoming something big, of doing something meaningful. But to fulfill those dreams, people work on their present. They build a strong foundation. Your friend did exactly that. He had a clear goal, and he followed it with full dedication. He studied what he needed to study. He worked on what he needed to work on. But you just kept listening to those online speakers, jumping from one fantasy to another. Some of those speakers are nothing but storytellers. They sell fake motivation and make money by selling tickets to their so-called life-changing events. Not all speakers are bad. Some genuinely inspire. They show how to grow in the field you're in. They talk about making the most of what you have, about focusing your energy. The wise ones remind you what is written in the scriptures. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. Proverbs 16:3. And this one speaks directly to your condition. In all toil there is profit, but mere talk tends only to poverty. Proverbs 14:23. You see? Talking, dreaming, fantasizing, it brings nothing unless you act. You left your job. Your father offered you a business opportunity. But you rejected it, saying it wasn't good enough. So tell me, what exactly do you want? You've let your whole life slide into emptiness just because of daydreaming. You didn't take action. You just kept watching stories, following people who vanish after taking your money. It's time to stop. Stop ruining your life. Focus. Set a real goal. Do something, anything, with consistency and purpose. Not everything you want will fall into your lap.
Mom, you're right. I realize now how deeply I've lost myself in this imaginary world. It's not motivation, it's an escape. And the more I escape, the worse I feel mentally. I want to change. I want to focus on my present life. I want to fix my habits, set a clear goal, and move forward. Daydreaming has only increased my depression. I need to rebuild, step by step.
That's all I wanted to hear, my son. I believe in you. You're capable. But now it's time to show it, not just imagine it.
1. Understanding the root cause. First, you need to understand why you're constantly lost in your thoughts. Maladaptive daydreaming usually starts when a person is trying to escape from stress, disappointment, or lack of direction in real life. You feel unproductive or helpless, so your mind creates an imaginary world where you feel powerful, in control, or loved. It's your mind's way of running from reality, but you can't live in escape forever. The first step to overcoming it is facing your reality, no matter how difficult it feels right now. 2. Set realistic and daily goals. Stop thinking only about huge dreams. Start small. Set daily or weekly goals that are clear and realistic. When your brain sees progress, even if it's little, it gets motivated. It gives you a reason to stay connected to the real world. Write a to-do list every morning with just 3 important tasks. Once you complete them, give yourself a small reward. This process trains your mind to focus on reality instead of drifting into fantasy. 3. Limit triggers and create structure. Most people who struggle with daydreaming have certain triggers, like music, isolation, or even inspirational videos that take them into another world. Identify what pulls you into that state and start reducing it. Keep yourself in a structured environment, work at a clean desk, remove distractions like your phone, use apps to block entertainment during work hours, and most importantly, avoid being alone for too long. Structure keeps your mind grounded. 4. Practice mindfulness and be present. You need to practice mindfulness, being fully present in the moment. When your mind starts to drift, bring it back gently. Try breathing exercises or even light meditation every morning. Just 5 minutes of silence, focusing on your breath, can train your brain to stay in the present. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Even noticing that your mind is wandering and returning to focus is a small victory. 5. Replace fantasy with purpose. You don't have to give up dreaming completely, but replace the aimless daydreams with purposeful vision. Instead of thinking about being successful, focus on becoming successful. Visualize yourself studying, applying for jobs, learning new skills, not just receiving praise. Give your fantasy a job. Let it help you rehearse for real life, not escape from it. Proverbs 13:4. Don't just desire success, work for it. And remember this too, he who gathers little by little will increase it. Proverbs 13:11. Success doesn't come overnight. But if you stay in the present, work hard, and seek help from God, your dreams will slowly turn into reality. God, I come to you today with a heavy heart and an open mind. I've wasted so much time living in a fantasy world, chasing dreams without action, hoping for success without effort. But now I see the truth. I've been hiding from my present, afraid to face the work it takes to grow. Please forgive me for the time I've thrown away and for the responsibilities I've ignored. I no longer want to be the boy who only dreams but never builds. I want to become someone strong, someone focused, someone who honors you through his efforts. Give me the strength to stop daydreaming and start doing. Help me stay rooted in the present moment. When my mind starts to wander, bring me back gently. When I feel weak or tempted to escape, remind me of the purpose you've placed in my heart. Teach me how to work hard, not just for money or recognition, but to build the life you have designed for me. Fill me with wisdom, discipline, and determination. Let me rise each morning with courage, and sleep each night with peace, knowing I gave my best. I'm ready now, not just to dream, but to do. I trust you to guide me, correct me, and walk with me every step of the way. Amen. I hope you like my work. Thanks for watching Ninja Cartoons. May God bless you all. Amen. See you tomorrow with a new topic. Take care, everyone. Bye.